Hello, good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel of astrologer Anil Agarwal. Today we will be talking about the progression chart for the India Foundation chart after completion of the 75th year and the Varshphala chart. So this progression chart by Manu Smriti and Varshphala chart from August 2022 to August 2023, most venomous astrological progression or Vedic progression. Here I am taking the Vedic progression method for the prediction. This is based on Bhrigu Samhita and Nadi Granthas and so-called Pitra Jatakam. This has been taught to my Guru. I salute him. This is the most secretive system in astrology which depicts hidden things in life in a particular year. This is also refers to my article Rahu Demon becomes most venomous like snake bite from the 28th May to 3rd June for 7 days. Rahu Demon becomes, this link is also given, you can read it. Yearly progression chart by Manu Smriti after completion of 75th year. The Lagna rising is Cancer, the third house of the India Foundation chart, which shows lot of hard work has to be done by the Prime Minister of the country, and he will have to deal with his contemporaries, with his secretive enemies. And unfortunately, this Lagna has debilitated Mars, who is a Yogkarak for this chart and most malefic, and it is also in Mrityu Bhav. It is also the 5th Lord and the 10th Lord. It is most venomous for the President, Prime Minister of the country. And then it is with Saturn in very close degrees, the 7th and the 8th Lord. And then you have Sun in the 4th house debilitated with Venus in own sign and Mercury retrograde. Mercury and Venus are very close degrees. It's not good. Maybe next year there is a planetary war between Venus and Mercury after August 2023. Moon is placed in the 9th house is as well as, but all the same, Moon is also in Mrityu Bhav. So the Lagna Lord is in Mrityu Bhav, the 10th Lord is in Mrityu Bhav, the 5th Lord is in Mrityu Bhav, and the 5th house has Jupiter and Ketu in close degrees. Now, as per the above chart, I will read the parameters. Lagna has debilitated planet, hence mishappenings in the current year. And especially when Mars goes over the natal Mars after the 10th May to 30th June, and it will also in transit, it will also be in Mrityu Bhav on the 17th June and 18th June. Mars will activate the same, and then it will also activate Saturn by 8th aspect. So Saturn being in the 8th house will all the same in transit will all the same also give the results of the Saturn as the 7th and the 8th Lord. Moon and Lagna Lord in Mrityu Bhav, accidents and untoward happening. Moon has pulled itself with 8th Lord Saturn, not good year. Both are at 28 degrees. And in the Varshphala also, you will be surprised that the Moon and Saturn have complete ittisal to Radha Yoga at 27-28 degrees, even in the Varshphala chart. So there is bound to be some trouble, irrespective of Munta placed in the 2nd house and the Lord placed in the Lagna, and has Poon, even Sun has Poon Radha Yoga with the Saturn, the 8th Lord, who is in the 7th house, retrograde and fallen in the Varshphala chart. So talking about the Manu Smriti chart, Moon has Poon Sun with the 8th Lord, not a good year. Also Saturn has Radha Yoga with Mercury, the 3rd and the 12th Lord. Sun, the 2nd Lord, and the King is debilitated and has aspects of Mars, who is in Priti Yoga and also in debilitation. The chart is has very bad combinations till August 23. Especially, why it has not taken place in the first half, because Mars has not come over Mars, and in transit when Mars comes over Mars and Moon is also in Mrityu Bhag in Pisces, then it will be bad. You see, we can draw the Varshphala, the Paksh Kundli of 18th or 19th June, and we can see I will write later on the Paksh Kundli. Now, Mars in debilitation as the 5th and the 10th Lord. Mishappenings due to fire and accidents in the you see, in the recreation areas, in the financial institutions, in the educational institutions. Mishappenings due to fire and accidents and influence on the head of the country. Mars is Yog Karka for Cancer Lagna, extremely bad year. Moon star Lord is in 6th position, so tiring year for the head of the country, most difficult year for the people of the country and the head of the country. Influence on Lagna and Lagna Lord. The 8th Lord is an affliction, mass tragedy due to Mars significations. Affliction to 3, 6 and 11th Lord, loss of prestige for head of the country. Because Venus is with debilitated Sun and Mercury and in close degrees and has aspects of debilitated Mars. 7th house is afflicted. So the 7th house is wars. So there may be terrorism at the borders because Mercury has Ittisal, the 3rd Lord has Ittisal with Saturn, the 7th and the 8th Lord. So there will be border clashes, problems in Jammu and Kashmir. So then 3, 6, 11 houses or lords are affliction. 3rd Lord is Mercury, it is an affliction, and the 11th Lord Venus is also with debilitated Sun and aspect of debilitated Mars. So loss of prestige for the head of the country. 2nd Lord along with Saturn under affliction, physical harm and akal mrityu of people. So there could be earthquakes. There could be earthquakes and disasters, natural and unnatural disasters, as we have already talked about it. Mars in transit in Mrityu Bhag on the 17th, 18th June, most venomous over the natal Mars in Mrityu Bhag over the progression chart will activate the Mars untoward happenings in the country as explained above. The stock and financial markets would also be influenced adversely. The above chart, the 8th house is afflicted badly by Mars and Saturn, is most crucial for the 19th May to 4th June and broader spectrum till 15th August 2023. The political border issues, terrorism, fire and death of notable person may be a concern. A very difficult year for the ruling party and the head of the country. The stock market is subject to touching all-time high and then fall. The progression chart and Varshphala chart show similar happenings as stated above and seem to be most difficult year for the ruling party. Earthquakes, natural and unnatural disasters may also be seen in the above period. Air accidents, rail and air accidents, and media person would also be influenced. Now the Varshphala chart is again of Cancer Lagna, where the Munta is placed in the sign Leo and the Munta Lord is placed in the Lagna with Venus. It has aspects of retrograde Jupiter also. Influence on benefic planets on the Munta Lord is very good and very placed in the Lagna is very good. But when Sun goes in the Cancer sign and when Sun is afflicted in transit, because Sun is aspected by Saturn, fallen Saturn, retrograde Saturn from Capricorn, and it is most malefic and degree wise. So because it is retrograde, there is a Itzal and it's a Rata Yoga. It's not good. So in spite of good happenings, there would be bad happenings also, and very crucial because the Sun is afflicted and Mars would come over Sun, as I have already explained, after 10th May to 30th June, and when Sun will be over Venus, it is already running over Venus the 11th and the 4th Lord in transit and will be over Sun around the 27th, 26th June. So that period is also very critical. So this is all, friends. I wanted to share with you that the progression chart of the year August 2022 to August 2023 is very bad, especially when the Lagna is afflicted, the Cancer Lagna is afflicted, and in transit also when it gets afflicted, it will give the results because it is Mars, so Mars will activate. It is already activated, but when it goes in Mrityu Bhag, it will be most crucial and venomous. So this is all, friends, I just wanted to share. Thank you very much for listening to me. Have a good day. Good luck. Bye-bye.